Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our Thursday assembly. I've got another box with me today, so let's see what's in the box. It's a suggestion box, and this is the sort of box you might have somewhere at school or maybe in your classroom where you can put suggestions to help the life of the school be even better than it is. Now, we all like things to be fair, so let's see if these suggestions are fair. And if you think they are fair, then I want you to shout hooray. And if you think they're not fair, then I want you to shout boo. So let's see what the suggestions are. Okay, here's the first suggestion. Is this one fair? Girls can have an extra helping of lunch for free. Fair or not fair? What about this? Everybody should wear school uniforms, including the teachers. Fair or not fair? Only boys can play football at break time. Fair or not fair? Everyone should be allowed to use the staff room, including children. Fair or not fair? And here's the last one. Year 6 should have cake during their lessons every day. Fair or not fair? Well, we all know what is fair and not fair. We all like to be treated equally. So here's a story that Jesus told that made people really scratch their heads.
Today's story is about how Jesus tells a story about workers in the vineyard. One day long ago, Jesus was preaching God's message when he described God and his kingdom like the owner of a vineyard. The owner of a vineyard once had a very good harvest and needed people to help pick the grapes. So he went out in the morning to the marketplace to look for people who could help him. He saw some idle men sitting, so he went up to them and offered them the work at his vineyard. He said,
"Work for me in the vineyard, and in return I shall pay you 1 silver coin."
1 silver coin was a lot for a day's work, so the men agreed. The vineyard owner felt he needed more workers at noon, so he went out to the marketplace again to look. He found more men doing nothing, so he made them the same offer. In the evening, he went to the marketplace yet again to search for more men. He again found people who were willing to work. As the day ended, it was time for the owner to pay his workers. He paid each of them with a silver coin as he had promised. Seeing this, the workers who had been present in the vineyard since morning were very angry. They felt it was not fair since they had been working since the morning. The owner calmly said,
"I am paying the amount that I had promised."
Jesus then explained to the crowd that just like the vineyard owner, God's love and kindness is the same for all.
Well, that's a really interesting story, isn't it? Because it seems that some of those workers were not treated fairly. The ones who worked all the day and complained, their complaints were a bit like these suggestions. People can be very quick to say when they think they've been treated unfairly. Perhaps less quick if they see someone else who has been treated unfairly. When we get a job, we are paid for the amount of work that we do. But Jesus wanted to tell us that God is different. He wants to give everyone the best. That's what God is like, Jesus says. He gives us more than we deserve because he's generous. So just for a moment, think about the workers who worked only 1 hour. How do you think they felt? The ones who came in at the end of the day and were paid the same as the others. How do you think they felt? Knowing that they didn't deserve to be paid as much as the others. Well, we're going to finish with a prayer. Dear Lord, help us to be fair to those around us. Help us to speak up for those who are treated unfairly. But help us also not to get worried when others seem to get more than we do. Help us to be thankful for all that you give us, more than we deserve. Amen. Now we're going to have our song, and you can join in if you like. And let's finish with the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, for ever and ever. Amen. Now have a really good day, and I'll see you again next week for another What's in the Box assembly.